fans, we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the New York Jets. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. Now he'll be dropped at the 30. But a shifty move got him a couple extra on the play. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Gun, 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 gun. Detroit, Detroit.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Going up top. Oh, wide open. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Chris Conley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Able to slither by. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Cooper's got it. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They pitch it out to Collins. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
On 2nd down, Darnold. He's got the hook up with Conlon. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? That might any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Drops it underneath for Collins. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
To throw is Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found the seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
11.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo being chased at nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it. Yes. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
11.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Here's a first down run with Collins. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Gun. All right, now, lucky 56.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go. Gun. Check. Watch it now, Barney.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
All right, now, lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
Now again to Collins. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Collins. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down. Garoppolo on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Cooper was the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And they run end up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s, I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that, but a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in the diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
On second down, Collins. And now running right through it. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this two shall pass, and it probably kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The Raiders on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. The Raiders on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He finds his man, Baldwin. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. They'll run it now out of the gun. He gets away from one, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Garoppolo now. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
11.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And it's caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Gold now out to kick it away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. On first down, Darnold. Powering his way forward. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This is Collins on the handoff. Finding room to the 20. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, Garoppolo wiggles free, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Garoppolo now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
11.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Baldwin with it over the middle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Garoppolo, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
13.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They go play action here on 1st down. It's caught. Baldwin. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The drive starts with a run by Collins. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Kill. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Leopard. Detroit. All right, now, Lucky 56. Gun. Watch him now, Barney.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. That's caught right side by Anderson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's the pickup you want on 1st down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on 1st down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Detroit.
On 2nd down, Darnold drops it underneath for Collins. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Gun.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Flushed out right. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Collins, and he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
A lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
We got 3, fellas. Detroit! All right, now, Lucky 56. Over! Watch him now, Barney!
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Steps away to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Well, that was excellent coverage right there. And he definitely did the right thing, showing that discretion is definitely the better part of valor. Threw it away, preserve the opportunity to kick for a field goal.
And excellent coverage. And right now the human is controlling the defense, so good job, human. So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
It seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to in my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
Wait.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game?
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they'd have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
He's going to air this out. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
13.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
11.
On play action, now Garoppolo. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. In for the score. And the Raiders get a score closer. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will get them one closer. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Collins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bifema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper, his second touchdown on the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Gold to add the extra point. Gold with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Now, Barney.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A gain of 3, second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
To throw on second down is Darnold. He's got the hook up with Conley. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Chris Conley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Raiders. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. To throw is Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Marcus May with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Gun! Over! Watch him now, Barney! Gun!
After the interception, here's Darnold. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Sam Darnold scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. Santos with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Okay, we got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. A couple of 1st downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Garoppolo on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Cooper was the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And now here's another interception. Josh Hawkins with a pick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it.
Right,
no
now,
one got
56.
it.
Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold eluding the pressure right. And he's got room. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run, too. Now Collins. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Alex Collins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
13.
Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. And Darnold wants to throw the football. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.